Hi, my name is Sage Sarvat, and today the topic I will be discussing is Daoism. Although its title has proven to be rather ambiguous, Daoism, which is also commonly known as Taoism, is essentially the natural flow of the universe and life itself. The literal translation of Tao is the way. The symbol below actually represents Tao, or the way. One of the most famous representations of Daoism, even though individuals usually fail to associate it with the religion, is the yin-yang. As you can see, the dark receptive portion of the symbol is the female aspect, and the bright assertive section is the male aspect. The concept which this symbol follows is that where one aspect recedes, the opposite dominates, thus demonstrating the natural balance of the cosmos. The yin-yang is meant to broaden one's understanding of nature and its ways, so that one can pursue balance and harmony within it. Daoism originated in China during the Zhou dynasty, and while some skeptics claim that it would be impossible for one man to be the founder of this religion, a man named Lao Tzu has been labeled the first and most prominent Taoist. Lao Tzu compiled all of his knowledge in a work called the Tao Te Ching, or the Classic of the Way and its Power. When translated, Day means virtue, so essentially this book teaches one how to live a virtuous life. Within the text, it is revealed that one can acquire Day by helping others and by never preventing others from doing good. According to legend, Lao Tzu was 160 years old when he completed this work, and he left it in the possession of a guard who had inquired about Lao Tzu's beliefs some time before. After forfeiting the text, he retired to the mountains and was never seen again. Practitioners of Taoism use forms of nature as models for life. For example, free-flowing water represents wu-wei, or non-action. By allowing life to flow freely and not attempting to alter it, nature's course will provide the intended result of one's life. In other words, one is encouraged to embrace whatever the cosmos delivers, for it is their destiny. Taoism places great value on the withdrawal from the mainstream society to a contemplative life and a love of nature. Without the distractions of mainstream society, one is able to grow spiritually and become more attuned with Tao itself. One of the most common rituals which Taoists will engage in is the burning of incense. But a lot of the time, this will occur on a grand scale and can always be witnessed at a Taoist temple. While Taoists do believe in offerings, they don't agree with the concept of slaughtering animals to do so, so they refrain from such egregious conduct. Taoists also believe in the art of feng shui, or geomancy, which involves determining the natural flow of qi through the earth. These sensations, which one experiences as qi radiates from the earth, actually allows them to decide where furniture should be positioned in a room so that the flow of qi will be maximized. Taoists practice something called inner alchemy. Inner alchemy involves individual spiritual practices for the sake of inner transformation, self-cultivation, longevity, and perhaps immortality, all of which are meant to enhance one's existence. Now, when it comes to longevity, there are three main treasures necessary for preservation of life: generative force, which is referred to as Jing, vital force, which is Qi, and spirit, which is Shen. In order to activate these, one may employ breathing techniques, vocalizations, vegetarian diets, gymnastics, absorption of solar and lunar energies, sexual techniques, visualizations, and meditations. Once one has decided which method they are going to use, they undergo an energy conversion process. First, one builds an abundance of Jing energy. Once a sufficient supply has been created, the Jing energy then travels up the spine as a vapor and is transmuted into Qi energy. From there, Qi energy is transmuted into Shen energy in the head and then travels downward through the heart and finally descends to an inner area of the lower cauldron. The result of this entire process is an immortal fetus, or a catalyst for outer body exploration. As you can see, fluency is a crucial component of the development and conversion of these energies. The first major expansion of Daoism occurred at the fall of the Han Dynasty between 206 BCE and 220 CE. A man named Zhang Daoling had a vision that he was appointed to celestial master, and with his position, he took on the role of educating others about the details of his religion. Subsequently, Zhang's family then gave rise to the celestial master's tradition, and sure enough, they began to recruit followers. The second major expansion of Daoism occurred in 365 CE, and it became known as highest purity Daoism. The components of this new sect came to an exiled Chinese family from a deceased woman named Lady Wei. This sect believed that the celestial master's tradition was crude, and they were determined to quarantine themselves to remain pure. So, they made refuge on Mount Mayo and established a temple there. This third and final group's formation occurred sometime in the late 4th century. This form of Daoism was given the title Complete Perfection, and it adopted Buddhist, Confucian, and Taoist beliefs. It is quite possible that this blend of cultures and beliefs was one of the main influences for the name of the sect. Daoism is most definitely still practiced today and is continuing to expand. Some of the areas where it is currently located are Communist mainland China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Chinese communities overseas. Taoists continue to receive scriptures and continue to expand the sacred texts which are used to this day. In fact, as time has passed, it has been theorized that Lao Tzu, the creator of Taoism, was merely a messenger sent from the Divine Mother, and his objective was to spread the content of her message. So, many believe that this tradition continues, hence the addition to the texts. Now, one of the most interesting ideas is that although Communist China follows the Marxist belief that religion is useless, the government continues to advocate it, and Taoism has helped to reshape Communist China altogether. In modern-day Taoist temples, nuns have joined monks in worship, and they are both considered of equal status. Furthermore, many schools have been opened where Taoist beliefs are emphasized, and the students are encouraged to begin incorporating these values into their daily lives. Since these schools are geared toward both education and enlightenment, and the children are learning self-discipline at such a young age, this could lead to a prosperous Chinese economy and an overall promising future for the country. In addition to merely using it in the classroom, the Chinese government has begun using Taoism to attempt to reduce both social and environmental damage which has been caused by industrialization. Due to the outstanding results which they have witnessed in nearly every facet of society, the government has also been releasing new sacred texts to perpetuate the spread of Taoism and, to oddly enough, attempt to secure a position for it. These values can even be found within the teachings of modern Chinese martial arts, because it aids in the creation of a solid individual. If the growth of Taoism continues at this rate, one can only imagine the influence it may have within the next couple of decades.